Hey, how's it going, everyone? I'm HeyZeusHeresToast, the blood god of Bloodborne, and we're here for Play for All doing a charity stream today. I am joined, you can't see them, but they're here, by Jake and Tamoor from GameSpot. How's it going, guys?
It's going
very
great.
well. Thank you so much for having us on. It's an honor to be on a stream with Jesus, the blood god.
Oh, no problem. I'm glad to be here. We are going to do a Burial Blade run in max new game today. That's new game plus 6, although I've done about hundreds of them, so it's going to be higher than that. This is the highest level of difficulty. The bosses are going to have the most amount of health, and I'm going to take the most amount of damage. We're looking pretty cool. We have our Burial Blade, and we're going to start the run as soon as this cuts. Oh wait, I gotta end the game. My bad. Hold on. I forgot to do this. One quick second. We're gonna skip this. Forget it. I didn't actually sacrifice myself. I would never do that. I'm too good at the game. I hope everyone's doing well today. 1 minute and this thing will start. I'm feeling good today. I'm ready to go. This game is going to treat me wonderfully. I guarantee it. It is Bloodborne after all. I'll try not to die at all today. If I do die, let's be clear. I'm going to die on purpose for entertainment value only. Do you guys like how I look?
I think you look incredible.
I'm rocking the Bone Ash set right now, and a pair of tight pants because, you know, we're speedrunning here. We have to be aerodynamic.
Gotta hear the cheeks squeak.
Exactly.
It doesn't constrict movement? I guess not.
Well, they've been perfectly custom tailored to fit me, so everything is going to go smoothly. Wow, the wolf is hungry for that booty. He wasn't able to get it, though. We're going to pull this lever. The first ladder of the game is going to come down, and we're going to climb up it, of course. I love ladders, if you guys do not know. I'm obsessed with them. Mainly because Bloodborne has...
ladder god.
I am the ladder god. Among other things, the sky god, the god of gods of Mount Olympus, the blood god of Bloodborne, the thunder god, and the future Kaizo god as well.
Yeah.
I have a lot of titles. That's only a few of them, though. The ones that are relevant today, anyway. So right now, we're going to go to the dream for the first time. You actually have to go to the dream more than once to initiate the doll and all leveling. We're going to get the Hunter Chief emblem, which is going to allow us to get to Vicar Amelia a little bit earlier. I'm doing a little bit of a different route since I have blood echoes at my disposal. This is going to be different than what you'd see on a regular start from fresh new game speedrun. I am going to try to go through as fast as possible with, like I said, no deaths. Unless, of course, I die on purpose. The first boss we're going to try to get to is going to be Cleric Beast. Then we're going to go backwards and go to Gascoigne right after him. But before we get there, we have to meander all the way past all these townsfolk who want nothing to do with us. They want me to get out of here, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. They're going to take their shots, but they're going to miss because I'm just too damn quick. Break through these barrels, wrap around the left side, and we're just a minute away from the first boss of the game. Not many people realize that there are bosses in this game that are completely optional and that you do not have to fight. The main game of Bloodborne only has a few bosses. A lot of the content in the game is completely optional, which is one of the things that I like about it the most. It allows you to explore, it allows you to discover, and we're about to discover a great giant beast. And I take one swing, and I nearly cut his head off, take a visceral, he's staggered, and we're going back into the fight. I'm not even using a beast blood pellet, because who needs it? I'll use more for later on. Dodge that attack, let's get back in there. Hit him with a couple, He hits me in the face, how dare he? I didn't want him to lay his hands upon me. He's filthy, he's disgusting, he's got giant claws. But there's blood everywhere, and they don't call me the blood god for nothing. I get engorged by the blood. The more I see, the better I am. Staggers for days. Bloodborne has a limb-breaking system, which basically means that if you focus all of your attacks on one limb over and over again, it'll eventually stagger. Once you stagger it, you can get extra counter hit damage. The bunny jumps up, but he does not hit me. And I don't hit him. Whiffs for days. As you can see, even though this is Max New Game and I'm playing with a fully leveled up character, the damage is very minuscule. If he were to hit me 3 times in a row, I would be dead. But we're not going to let that happen. That's 1 hit. That's 2 hits. That's oh, but he missed. I told you. I'm very good. I'm very good at not dying. But I could have taken a death there. It would have been perfect. But we'll save the deaths for entertainment purposes later on. Now we're going to go backwards the way we came and go to the second boss of the game. Now that boss that we just fought, Cleric Beast, was 100% completely optional. But the next boss that we're going to face is not optional at all, Gascoigne. And a little known fact about this boss that we're going to face is that most people who have played the game have not defeated this boss. Only 48% of people who played the game have killed Gascoigne. 48%. Most people try him, and unfortunately, they do not succeed. Before we get to him, though, we're going to do what's called Sewer Skip, which is one of the hardest, if not the hardest, skips in the game, and I nail it first try. What do you expect?
Nice.
Thanks, guys. That skip, I'm not going to lie, is literally the hardest one in the game. Normally, I use it with a saw claver, but I still got it with the burial blade there. You have to have a perfect angle of attack and plunge onto the fence at the exact right moment, or you will not get it. You'll roll off and die. But we're not here to die. The man of the hour, Gascoigne. He seems like a normal human being, at least for a little bit. But wait until you see what happens when we make him a little bit mad. He hits like a truck. But my hits are stronger. The great thing about the Charge R2 and the Burial Blade is it actually decimates most humanoid enemies. A full charge, that's not gonna hit. We whiffed. A full charge will get them to back away and get staggered completely.
What's that smell?
He's smelling the blood.
The sweet blood.
He likes the scent of it.
Oh, it sings to me.
It sings to him and it sings to
Enough to
me.
make a man sick.
But I hit him with a booty slap, giving him a lesson in proctology, and I'm gonna back away and let him do his thing. He's gonna explode, turn into a giant beast, and immediately pummel me with his fists. He's going for a frenzy hit. If you get stuck in that combo at this level, you will die. He jumps, I jump. No big deal. Let's go for a charge. Go for a trick. That's what I mean. We could die, and we did! Oh my god. He kicked me in the face, and we got absolutely wrecked. I knew that something bad would happen. I was calling for it, and it happened. Now remember, that was 100% on purpose. I would never die in this game without me allowing it to happen. I said I would die, and then I did. That's how you know. That's how you know. Let's go back.
It was also very entertaining.
Yeah, incredibly entertaining. Is it all right to just let us know when we're allowed to shout out donations?
Oh, you can shout out donations right now as we get running back to Gascoigne.
Awesome. So for the folks watching, GameSpot is raising money for Black Lives Matter. So you can see the bit.ly link at the bottom, bit.ly/GS-BLM. Please donate generously if you can. We're also raising money for COVID relief efforts. You can see the bit.ly for that there as well, bit.ly/GS-COVID. Those are 2 different charities. The Black Lives element of it was added very recently because we wanted to show our support for that. But just be mindful of where you're donating. I mean, it either helps, both going to great causes. So please donate generously. We had a $50 donation from Randa Damran, which is very much appreciated. Thank you so much.
Thank you
And
so
then
much,
$100
Tamoor.
from Nicholas Brown. Thank you.
$100, dudes. Thank you guys so much for donating. It's a huge deal for me to be on here supporting Black Lives Matter and COVID relief. It's a crazy world out there, and that's why this game is really important to me, because this game is as crazy as possible. Basically, everything has unraveled. The world has turned out and not the way that we want it or expect it. That's why it's all the more important to shape the world in the way that we want it to be. I decided not to go through the sewer skip again because those dogs were attacking me. The first time you pass them, there's only one attacking you, but after that, multiple cages open up, and it's kind of hard to get onto that skip. And if you do get it, the dogs are more likely to push you off, and we don't want that. So we're just going the long way a little bit, and we'll be right back there in about 30 seconds. We just got to pass by these angry villagers. And he's gonna light the fireball. Okay, it took him a little longer today. He's slow. It's alright, I'll be faster. This time, let's use the Beast Blood Pellet. Let's power up ourselves, make sure that we can get through this fight. We don't want to die 2 times in a row, do we? And we get smacked in the face. I planned that to happen. I knew it was gonna happen. Perfect timing. We're gonna bring him over here, get our blood echoes, which mean absolutely nothing, and bait him out again. Now, the bad thing about Beast Blood Pellets, they do scale your damage for the positive in your favor, but they make it so that you take more damage. As you can see, we've already riled him up past second phase, but his hits are going to be even more effective. He transforms, we go for a charge, he sneaks on by. Trades. I will heal just in case. He goes for the kill shot for the second time in a row. He tried hitting me with his foot, but it's no match for me right now. Second boss is done. We don't want to die again. Now we're opening the gate.
Nice. Quick shout out to Madeline Flores, who donated $4,000 to Black Lives Matter. $4,000.
$4,000. Are you kidding me? Thank you so much.
Thank you, Madeline. That's unreal. Nicholas Smith did $100. Zane Davidson did $25. Andrew Sayers did $25. Justin McNeil $25. Michael Sharp $200. Emily Binstock $25. Madeline Roberts, 25 again, and Eric Fox, 100. Thank you so much. Regardless of your amount, it is massively helpful. That was an unbelievable amount donated in so little time. Thank you so much.
You guys are absolutely amazing. I can't believe we've gotten that much donated already at the start of this stream. That's insane. That's so much money. Thank you guys so much. You saw me at the beginning of the game go back to the dream, and I purchased the Hunter Chief's emblem. That's what I'm using right now to open up this gate just a little bit early. We're going to go this way instead of going another way because it'll be a little bit faster on this run. We're going to use a blue elixir in a few seconds because you're going to find that there's going to be a lot of enemies once we pass this fog. We have to climb up a ladder to get to the next boss, Amelia. And we're going to use a blue elixir to obscure our appearance. You can see how we're basically semi-transparent right now. This is going to make it so that enemies detect us a little bit later than they normally would. And we climb right past them, up the ladder, and we're going to be free to go on our own. Now, we're up high on the rooftops. We got to drop down, roll forward, and climb up these steps. And we're getting closer to the next boss. If you have any other donations, it would be a good time in the next 20 seconds while I'm getting there.
Okay, we have Nicole Wilson, $25. Brecko Reborn, who was banned and unbanned earlier in your stream, is back, and he's got $100. Thank you so much, Brecko. Joe Raversloot, $25. Thank you so much.
I banned a troll in my channel before while I was streaming, although I accidentally misclicked and hit the only VIP in my channel, Brecko, and banned him instead. You can see he's a good sport about it, though. All right, we're going to go to Amelia, hit her with an R1, L1, L1, and get away from there at the perfect timing. She almost smashed me into bits, but I'm staggering her into oblivion. Let's regain some stamina, back away, and go back in. She smacks me with a sidewise glance, and I don't like the way that she was looking at me, so I'm just going to spam her. She tried to clap me, she tried to grab me, but I'm having none of it. We got her down, we're gonna go to her head, and we're gonna take the visceral, dealing massive damage. She's already 2/3 of the way done. I'm hitting her head over and over again, and she just wants to back away. You could tell, she doesn't even want to fight. She's mad I'm here. She wants this to be over with as quickly as possible. But she was tricking me the entire time. It was a ruse. She was designing to kill me. But you cannot kill what does not die, and I am that which does not die, except when I intended to die to Gascoigne. That was on purpose. This boss is done. We're gonna light this lamp, and we're gonna take the long way down. So if you got any more donations, you could hit me with
We
them.
do indeed. Your community is absolutely incredible. Mark Acton, $25. Desi DeCoco, $25. Julio Chipani, $100. Alejandro Anguiano, apologies if I pronounced that wrong, $25. Matthew Salzetti, $50 to Black Lives Matter. Thank you so much. And then $25 from Alejandro also to COVID relief. So much appreciation from our side on this. Thank you so much. We really, really, really appreciate it.
You guys are absolutely killing it. Thank you for all the donations. I cannot thank you enough. Now that we are cleared of the Grand Cathedral, we're making our way outside of Cathedral Ward. We're going to pass by this idiot known as... Oh, wait, he doesn't even want to show himself today. Alfred, he doesn't want to be there, so we're going to the password door. Once we killed Amelia, we got the password for the door, which is Fear the Old Blood. We talked to the guy, he's already dead. I don't know how he opened the door, but he managed a way. Now we find ourselves in the Forbidden Woods, the home place of one of the hardest bosses in the game. It's one that's going to stress me out because basically 2 or 3 hits from these guys is going to kill me. They're up in a little bit, in a few minutes here. But the truth of the matter is that they're tough. So we're going to go back to the dream real quick to get a full blood vials just in case something happens. Just in case something happens. Now, just a reminder, this is new game +6, so everything can kill me. And I mean that. Absolutely everything can kill me. So that's why I want to have as many blood vials on my person as possible. And we'll go back to the Forbidden Woods and get on with it.
So we have one question here from Kirill Komarov asking, are we doing DLC bosses too?
That is definitely the plan. I usually do not like playing this game without doing all the bosses. We're not going to do chalice dungeons or anything like that. But my intention is to go through and do everything main game, everything optional, and everything DLC. The DLC is the best part of the game, and I don't have it in my heart to skip it. It has the best bosses still to this day, I believe. Right over here, this is going to be a quick skip. Right up these rocks. We're going to roll through a couple times. The floor is going to appear out of nowhere. And we're going to drop down, roll through these barrels, and head through the town, which you can see is desecrated. They do have a cannon, though. Artillery's never a bad thing. Heal action, drop down. Now you're going to notice this enemy up ahead is going to be a little weird looking. He's got snakes for a head. And he's probably going to try to shoot them at me. Oh, he just used his arm and then used the snake heads as a reverberation. Not too bad. He does have an attack that will one-shot you, and he luckily did not give that to me there. That jump that I just did right there, mid-jump, it was actually making me slightly worried because I thought that I had gone just a little bit to the left. If I was literally 1 more inch to the left there, I would have slid down into a pocket of gravestones that the player character cannot escape from. The only thing I would have been able to do would be Bold Hunter's Mark back to the beginning of the level and do it again. I'm glad that my ability to jump was not compromised there, because that would have been a terrible loss of time. All we have to do is pass by these moral mushroom looking statues, jump down, and run right past this pig that you're going to see right off to the right, and we're going to get to one of the hardest bosses in the game. Now, the thing that makes these guys more difficult than others is that there's 3 of them. Most of the bosses in the game are only one-on-one, but this has 3. And they hit like a truck, they can hit from a range, and it's going to be insanely dangerous. I used something to my advantage, though. It's called the Old Hunter's Bone. Oh my god, we already took a hit. Now you're going to see real quick what this does. Oh, actually, I misused. I didn't use the Old Hunter's Bone. I used my Beast Blood Pellet. Never mind. I'll have to show you later on. My mistake. If I had not hit that guy at the right time, I would have been blasted with the fireball and hit with the Uchigatana at the exact same time. That would have been an instant death. An absolute instant death. But we're going to shoot this guy, take the visceral, stagger him back. It's going to give us a little bit of time to get over here and slice these guys up. Oh, man. That was a kill shot as well. You cannot get stuck in a flurry with these guys. You will die. Now, if you notice, there's 2 of them that I'm exclusively attacking. And that is by design. Whew, just out of range of that attack, which will do about 80% of my damage. Almost died there, too. I hope you're seeing a theme here. Basically, the theme is that Bloodborne is trying to kill you at all times, and we're trying to survive. Dodging fireballs. Let's take the 2-shot while they give it to us. Roll through. Oh, he's stepping back. He's quick. All right, we have to be careful here. Okay, so you saw I was trying to stay in range of that guy. If I had gone back any further, he was going to step back and summon 3 giant snakes that would have probably killed me. Does the probably need to be there? No, it doesn't. They would have killed me. All right, now we're in single-hand form. We can rock him unless he escapes my attack. What is that? 1 HP? Get out of here. Shoot him in the head, and we're done. You saw he was about to go down in the ground. That was the attack that I was talking about. He was about to summon those snakes.
Nice.
Thank you. Any more donations?
We do. We have a $25 from Odom Keo, 20 from Vitor Antonio, 25 from Zachary Brown. Andrew Ellis has donated $25. Kyle Coleman, 25. Shri Vyashnav Gade, $100. James Kafarati, $100, and then Decaying Blaze, $50 towards COVID relief. Draz HD, $25. Cyril the Wolf says the Blood God commands it, $20. Thank you so much for every single donation that we've got so far. We're raising money for Black Lives Matter. You can see the bit.ly links for that and the COVID relief effort below. Please do donate generously, and thank you to everyone that has done so far.
Thank you guys so much. You saw in between the donation readings, I did a little bit of a skip there. That's called the Lunarium Key Skip. And it allows us to use the elevation change of that fluorescent flower. The tail, I'm sure you didn't notice, but the tail of that creature was moving. And once it moves into my eyesight, I can use it to jump off and out of it. And that allows me to go through Bergenworth without actually going inside the building. So we jump clear into the water. I take out all of those spiders because, quite frankly, they can still one-shot you even at New Game Plus. So it behooves us to kill them first. Now we're going to try to stagger Rom here with a charge R2, and we were able to do it. She's trying to teleport away, but we obviously don't want that to happen. We want to do as much damage to her in phase 1 as possible. Now, I'm going to run directly to her. I ran a little bit past it. I was a little over-anxious, and I'm dead. I'm going to die. There's no way I could survive out of this. I lied to you. You cannot kill what does not die. I thought that I was going to die. Dude, Bloodborne has it out for me today. Bloodborne has it out. One more hit. Dodge. And all the spiders will die. Now we should get an instant warp right here, and we do. If you know, you can tell where the Rom is going to spawn based off of the directionality of the moonlight there. So the moonlight casts a reflection inside the water or on top of the water, which allows me, as long as I pinpoint the moonlight, to know where Rom is going to be. Once you kill Rom, the blood moon descends and we head off into Yahar'gul, one of the most eclectic and chaotic levels in the game, if not in all of video games. This place is riled with demons, bell maidens who summon up dead ones, and the final boss of the level is going to be a treat as well. It's basically my entire nemesis. Any more donations while we go and get a key for one of the upcoming optional levels?
Absolutely. Alex Healy, who I believe has donated before, donated $100. Thank you so much. I just want to note that we are now up to $7,848 for Black Lives Matter and $7,391 for COVID relief. Thank you so much. The bit.ly links are there. We're donating for 2 charities at the same time. We want to support Black Lives Matter and also help out healthcare workers battling COVID on the front lines. So thank you to everyone that has donated, and please, if you can, donate. If you can't, please share the link out to people and get people in watching Zeus do his thing and also maybe donating. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. We just got the Upper Cathedral Ward key and then marked back to the level we are right now. That will allow us to get to 2 optional bosses later on in the game. Right now, we're going to take out this guy in a wheelchair so he doesn't shoot us in the back. His friend is going to come because he's real angry that we took out his friend, which is understandable. And we are going to attempt to skip here. We phase through that fence, no problem, easy peasy, first try. That allows us to skip a large part of the level, get through a little bit faster. I am going to dip around here. I'm going to go a little bit of a slower way just because it's a little bit cooler. And I'm going to send the elevator back up later on, because we are going to come back here for another boss. We're going to go kill one Reborn, and then we're going to come back later for Dark Beast Parl. This might be something people have never seen before. It's basically a bath, and when you take a bath, you teleport to another bath. I wish most baths were like that in real life. I don't know how we can get this technology, but I think we should be looking into it. Drop down here, take a back step. If you don't back step there, what's going to happen is you're going to get a really long pause. And we're kind of speedrunning, so we're not going to do that. Now, this guy. My nemesis. The most eclectic boss ever designed. I mean, look at this thing. It's giant, it's disgusting. And it's ready to kill me. We're going to go in, hit him a few times, get him to stagger. Switch to my long scythe and hit the main body. Now he's going to come down. We have to dodge fireballs and corpses, which he is dropping from thin air. Now this is the limb break system on display right here. Oh, that's an explosion. You have to avoid that. And that's a bigger explosion that needs to be avoided as well. There's the limb. It's broken. The main body drops down. And we're going to take as much damage as we possibly can. Dodging fireballs. More corpse drops, and he's dead. Excuse the loud sound. It's a little bit of a sound glitch. Sometimes it just is louder than others, and I don't know why. We're going to touch Micolash's body and head somewhere else. You guys have any questions or anything?
Not a whole lot. A lot of people are just enjoying your commentary.
I'm glad. I'll keep going on. We're in the lecture hall right now, which is basically a space that is adrift in the nightmare. It's separated itself from reality, if that makes sense. But it's not fully in the nightmare. It's kind of like a limbo zone. But we're just passing through right now. We will come back here later when we have another boss to kill.
Actually, we do have one. From Mark Ashley Jones. Is he using the Uncanny Burial Blade?
No, I'm not using the Uncanny. This is just a normal burial blade. I do have every weapon in the game upgraded to plus 10, but I don't have the Uncanny and Lost versions. Those two, if for people who don't know, there are different versions of the weapons in the game that you can find in the Chalice dungeons, which allow you to slot different gems, and gems are things that basically upgrade your attack power. So certain gems have certain shapes, and different weapons have different gem slots, and this just allows you to min-max your build to your heart's content. Most people don't find their way into the chalices, though, but I would recommend it. We got to the lamp just in time before that silver beast almost destroyed us right there. Right now, we're going to go back to the dream. You saw me a little bit low on blood vials. We are. But we're going to do something else. We're going to go back to Yahar'gul. We have 2 more bosses to kill before we go and fight Micolash, the host of the nightmare. The one boss that we skipped over was Dark Beast Parl, who's in Yahar'gul. And then after we kill that guy, we're going to go into Old Yharnam through the back way, which is a little bit quicker, to fight Blood-Starved Beast, who I like to call Susie Skinflaps. You can tell by their reaction that they immediately have realized why I call her Susie Skinflaps. The reason is very, very simple. She has 2 giant flaps of skin hanging off of her back. It's disgusting, but it's also kind of beautiful in a Bloodborne kind of way.
Kind of looks like me, to be fair.
I'll say that again?
She kind of looks like me, to be fair.
Oh, no. You give yourself more credit. You've got a beautiful beard going on, Tamoor. Don't think I haven't noticed.
I've been just trying to get somewhere close to where you are. Somewhere, anywhere, just in the vicinity.
It's taken me a long time to get my beard to where it is. For those of you who don't know, I actually am literally a beard. The beard is me. I was born a beard. What happens is the beard latches onto a human host with the chin. I grow through the chin into the brain and outside the other side. Basically, this allows me to sort of like floss my brain. I'll show it off real quick. So if you pull on the beard, the hair goes up. Pull on the hair goes down. You see how that works? It allows you to floss your brain, which is really, really nice. It gets you thinking some clear thoughts. And honestly, I wouldn't be the person I am without that. We're going to tank a hit here. That explosion will get anyone. Now, this boss is tough. I'm not going to lie. I've got to focus on this guy. He swiped me twice right off the bat. He's going for the electric attacks immediately. This is rare. Usually he takes some time to warm up to it, but he is having none of it. I've already killed him once today, and he is mad, you can tell. Dark Beast Parl is no joke in later new games. No joke. One of the most difficult bosses in the game, I think. Mainly because the camera's an insane issue. Now that's a perfect iframe right there. A really, really hard... Oh my god, my weapon is at risk. That means I'm doing less than half the damage. Who starts up a charity run for GameSpot but forgets to repair their weapon? HeyZeus does. That's who. It's honestly kind of embarrassing. But you know what? We're going to make it through anyway. It doesn't matter. Weapon at risk, weapon broken, it means nothing to me. I'm killing Parl all the same. You could jump on me, you could try to swipe me with your lightning attacks, but quite frankly, trying to kill a god of thunder with lightning doesn't exactly make too much sense now, does it? It's almost like I have pre-built-in anti-defense mechanisms for lightning. Now he's lost his ability because I've talked some tense into him. Oh, but he brings it back right after. You see, that is proof that Bloodborne is listening to my every word. It is conscious AI. Never, I mean never, connect Bloodborne to an artificial intelligence system. It will take over the world. Now, as soon as I get my bearings, I've never been that far over there when I fight that guy. I've got to go back to the dream to repair my weapon here. So hit us with a few more donations.
Absolutely. $25 from Michael Sharp. This is all for Black Lives Matter. Alexander Hogel, 25 donations. Matteo Marucci, $10. Rebecca Sutton, $25. Lindsay Johannes, $100. Michael Santora, $100. Harper Roscombe, 25. Brian Harrison, $100. Gustavo Sinowski, $25. Leo Ward, $25. And then we have Zuckus, $20 for COVID relief, and then Gustavo, $20 for COVID relief, saying the Blood God demands it. Both donation links are below. I just want to shout out the chat on your channel, the community that's following Jesus, you watching the chat, and they've been incredibly wholesome and really positive. Thank you so much. Same for the folks on the GameSpot chat. A lot of good vibes in there. Please do share and donate generously.
My community knows that they're a representation of me, and I refuse to allow people in my community who wouldn't be a good representation of all of my ideals. So you're going to find that the guys who are donating, the guys who are participating in chat are just basically stand up as possible. Thank you guys for being the way you are.
Thank you.
We got another quick question here from DTSKD. What's Zeus's favorite weapon in the game?
My favorite weapon in the game is going to depend on the day that you ask me. There's so many good weapons in this game. I love the Saw Cleaver is a great one. The Bloodletter, the Church Pick is amazing. The Ligarius Wheel, the Cos Parasites literally allows you to lick enemies to death. It's so hard to choose any one. The Whirligig Saw is some of the most fun you can have in a video game. I love Bloodborne because there's just so much variety in this game. And here you can see Susie's skin flaps. Those big dangly things right off of her back are in fact flaps of skin. I don't know how they got there. I don't know why they're still there. I wish she would take them off. But who am I to tell her what to do with her life? She almost killed me for saying that, so you know what? I'm going to be a little bit more respectful of her personal choices. Get around the right side and hit her with a booty slap, take a visceral attack, and go right back into it. Smacked her face off. Ooh, the immediate charge. If I was smart, I would have been right behind her, ready for that. Let's go for a full charge. And we knock her down. I didn't think it would knock her down that far. I thought that only applied to hunters. But apparently we can knock down giant beasts as well. Rolling through that attack, and we're getting whiffs. My Beast Blood pellet has run out here. We gotta dodge that. That is a one-shot no matter what happens. I saw she was doing it. I saw she smelled me in the air and she was looking for a kill. Let's spike her while she's transforming. There's a one-shot again. You cannot get grabbed by this boss. Now, you notice that there's a big giant poison cloud coming out of her body now. If I stand too close to her, I will get poisoned very quickly. So I have to be at the exact right distance while I'm attacking, or I'll build up too much poison too quickly. There's the one-shot attack again. You cannot get grabbed, cannot get into a flurry. Let's go for a jump. Slapped her down. She's not dead. Let's look away and get a damn parry. Oh, I couldn't get the visceral. I killed her. But that was pretty good.
That's good.
Let's go back.
My butt cheeks are clenched the entire time.
Now, see, I could fight these bosses in a different way. I could fight them, like, say, with no hit strats and be a little less aggressive. But one of the things that I love about Bloodborne is that I can take advantage of getting hit, and I could be aggressive with enemies and go back and hit them immediately after they hit me. And as long as I don't get hit again, I won't die. I love that system in the game because it just really just allows you to be aggressive, keep the combat up, and never stop. And that's how I like to play games. I like to be right. I like to heal right in a boss's face. The disrespect. I want to show them the disrespect. Any more donations? We're in a new area. We got to take a little bit of a trick to the next boss.
We have Michael Sharp, who donated $100 towards Black Lives Matter. Dwayne Daimler, I hope I pronounced that right, $25. And then someone called Individuals, 2 words, $50. Thank you so much. Both links to donate are at the bottom, bit.ly/either GS-BLM for Black Lives Matter or GS-COVID for COVID relief going towards healthcare workers. Please donate if you can. If you can't, share the stream, get people watching Zeus's playthrough and get him in the chat. Get him some support too as well. Good vibes all round.
I almost died to that silver beast right there. When you're opening a door in this game, you have iframes. So even if something is... Iframes are invincibility frames. They mean that no matter if an enemy comes into contact you won't get damage. So when you're opening a door, enemies can't do damage to you. But the moment after you open the door, they can. And there's a perfect moment in time where they can actually attack you at just the right moment so you cannot respond. And like I said, I would have died there and had to come back all again. But luckily, he was a little bit nicer than that. There's an elevator up to the left. We've got to be very careful here. Dodge the axe and then quickly go into the elevator here. Because there's a guy with a crossbow that you can't see off stream. Or off screen, and he will wreck you. Pass by some crow dogs. Those are crow bodies with dog heads in them. I will be taking this shortcut, just in case. Micolash, if you guys have not fought Micolash, I'm sure a lot of you have. You know he can punch you, you know he can spam you with noodles, and you know he can cast a magic attack called the Call Beyond. Now imagine him on Mac's new game with all of those abilities. He's swifty, he's scurvy, and he hits like a literal truck. Pretty much any attack from him that is magic or arcane will kill me. So I have to be very careful with my strategy here, because I cannot get hit. We are going to take out this puppet here so he doesn't come backwards and kill me. We're going to draw him into this little vestibule and hit him with an R1, 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 R1. You see how complicated this is. Not many people can do this. We're going to hit him with an R1, 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 R1. Like I said, very, very difficult. Do the same thing again. He almost killed me. I forced out the it's called Augur of Ebrietas.
Majestic.
Yes, the Augur's very majestic, Micolash. I forced him out, did a little stutter step so he wouldn't hit me. It was a little too close though. I didn't want it to be that close. Not gonna lie, I thought he was gonna die in one less hit, but Bloodborne is great with giving enemies a sliver of health when you're least expecting it. I'm pretty sure the game is 100% designed to give you health slivers. So Micolash in this game is, in a game where you are a hunter, going for prey, he's one of the few pieces of prey that actually runs away from you. And he ran at the right time. Are you kidding me? He shut the gate on me at the last second. I can't believe he did that. So now we gotta run all the way back up to the top. This guy has it out for me. I can tell what he's planning. This is actually really, really dangerous. I'm gonna get full health. I've got to drop and plunge down here. I don't want to... You shut up. I gotta turn around and hit him. Right on his head at the right time. Let's go. Now I can't, oh, he backstepped and I-framed that attack, man. I gotta get him into a corner. Let's do that. He I-framed it again. This guy is a legend. No, he almost killed me. That was definite death. Definite death. And we got him. And we got him. That fight is always sketchy as hell.
Fantastic.
Thank you, guys.
We've got 2 more questions here. This first one's from Lucy James. How did you find Sekiro's combat compared to Bloodborne's?
Oh, I love Sekiro's combat. I've been waiting for that game. So like in Bloodborne, you parry things every once in a while. But in Sekiro, the entire combat is based around parrying pretty much every attack. And the precision that you get from that, or the precision that the game requires, is just beautiful. I want these games to be harder. I want them to be more difficult. I've been playing them since Demon Souls in 2009. I loved Sekiro. I really did. The combat system was absolutely amazing. What's the other question?
The next one here is, what's Zeus's favorite boss fight? This one's from Rendi Pratama. Hopefully I pronounced that right.
My favorite boss fight? That is an absolute easy question. It's Orphan of Kaz. In all of the From Software games, it's still my favorite. I still think he's the hardest. And by hardest, I mean that even when you're good at the game, like if you consider all the best Bloodborne players, they all seem to die to Orphan of Kaz every once in a while, including myself. And the reason is because he's so damned aggressive. And he constantly comes up with new ways to kill you as well. And you mix that with his weapon, his model, the arena, the music, the cutscene you get before and after, all the lore surrounding him. I absolutely love that boss fight. It's like no other for me.
Do you prefer the R1 button or the R2 button?
I prefer the L1 button. The L1's my favorite, because the L1 does all those cool attacks that allow you to switch the form of your weapon while you are attacking. So you switch from short, you switch from long, and some of the weapons have just absolutely awesome attacks. And that's why I like to show off the Burial Blade, because I think this weapon's moveset is just absolutely sick. This is going to kill me if I wasn't good at dodging. Whew, man. Okay. Wet Nurse is being a little bit of a troll to me right now, but I'm going to buckle down and get her. I also have no more Beast Blood pellets. I've got to remember. Oh my god. I staggered her at the exact last second possible. She was about to slice me in half right there. Let's get behind her. Oh, just miss. Just miss. Usually the Burial Blade will give me a good amount of range, but right there the range has failed me. Burial Blade's also one of the few weapons that has a standard L2 attack, and that's it right there. It actually has a full L2 combo, which is one of the things that I love about this weapon. There's so many different ways of playing Bloodborne. Ooh. So that was Nightmare Phase, if you guys have ever seen that. Basically, the entire room turns black, and she spawns a copy of herself. But I'm able to dodge a Nightmare Phase by locking onto her and dashing twice as soon as the purple orb appears. And that's what I did there to stop that from happening. Damn. Any more donations?
Absolutely. $25 from Vincent Kelly. $25 from our very own Randolph Ramsey. Morgan Sinclair donated $10. Sebastian Ramsey donated $25. That's all for Black Lives Matter. And then we have on the COVID relief side, we have Luna Bound, $35, and Demon Tomberry, $20, who says, keep up the good work, Zeus, praise the blood god. Thank you so much for the donations. Both bit.ly links are down in at the bottom of the video. If you're in Zeus's chat, you'll see someone has clearly, very kindly put links in for that. Donate if you can. If you can't, please spread our links and tweet out the actual video. We've still got a little while left here, and it's a lot of fun. So spread the word.
Thank you so much. We're about to go back to the lecture hall, which is that place that's askew or adrift in the nightmare. And we've got to go down this way. We're going to attempt a little bit of a skip here. Oh, we nearly hit it first try. We nearly hit it second try. Ah, man. This skip is called, I call it Lecture Hall skip, because it is based on skill, but sometimes you get that jump, but it doesn't actually push you over. And it takes a little while to get sometimes. Yeah, the game is not being nice. The game is being a jerk. By this point, it's actually faster to go the other way. We'll try it a few more times. Oh, come on, video game. I want to show it off. Yeah, it's giving me the jump, but it's not getting me over there. There we go.
Oh,
Took a few times. That would have probably lost me 20 seconds on a speed run, but we're not doing a full speed run right now, so I'm not going to get angry. I have the tendency of getting very angry when I fail skips, but we're not going to do that today. We're having fun.
So speaking of which, DTSKD asks, what was the most difficult thing to learn for speedrunning Bloodborne?
Orphan of Cause, that fight. Getting
Okay.
that fight consistent is absolutely the hardest thing. I actually came up with a strat called Orphan Bait, where basically you can use an animation or something like healing to bait him to do a couple different attacks, which are much more easily backstabbable. And so what that does is if you time Orphan Baits at the exact right time, you basically can make it so his transformation happens a little bit later than normal. And you want to fight him in first phase as long as possible. This that I just did right here is another skip. We're trying to trick the game into putting me down the elevator shaft before I actually go around the level and trigger the elevator. That's what we're doing right here. I think I should have gotten it. We're only going to know as soon as we log in. We got to make sure we're going in the right direction because you can actually get stuck inside the rocks here. Let's see if we did it. We did. Nice.
nice.
Thank you, Tamoor. Right up there, you can see that's where we're going. That Leaning Tower of Pisa looking building. There's actually a creature called an amygdala there. And an amygdala is basically a giant mushroom. If you've ever look up moral mushrooms, M-O-R-E-L, and tell me this thing isn't a moral mushroom that's come to life. All right. For some reason, I didn't get a lot of damage on that headshot there. I'm not sure why. It just registered as basically nothing. No big deal. We'll have to make do. As you can see, this monster is absolutely giant. It has sprawling limbs, and we're going to try to spam and stagger the limbs just like we do with most other bosses. But it's very hard to get consistent hits. One cool thing about the combat system in Bloodborne is that you can use the camera to alter the angle and the directionality of your attacks. So you'll see me looking up. That's for a very specific reason. If I do not look up, I will not hit. And we hit her right in the face, and we're going to take an awesome looking visceral. The animations in this game are unparalleled. This game was made 5 years ago, and I still think nobody has beaten it in terms of animation work. Every boss has different death animations. Oh, that's dangerous. That's really dangerous. We're getting out of there. Different death animations depending on how you kill them. So if you kill them with a visceral attack versus killing them with a basic attack or a backstab, the animation will be different. Which I think is just amazing. You can see she's going on a frenzy here. I'm taking as many headshots as I can because she is weak in the head. And she's probably going to rip off her arms now. She does. We're going to go for crotch shots now. She's stepping up. Go for a headshot. Go right back underneath in between her legs. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Do not get hit with that. One more crotch shot. And another one for the kill. Very tough fight.
Nice.
Thanks. Let's go back to the dream. Hit me with a few more donations.
So we have Sebastian Ramsey, who we mentioned earlier, $25, is watching and enjoying the stream very much. So hi, Sebastian. And then we have $100 from our very own Lucy James. Thank you so much, fellow Bloodborne fan. Thank you for the $100 donation there. Yeah, that's it for now. Thank you to everyone who is donating. Both links are at the bottom of the video. You can hit up any of those links to either donate to Black Lives Matter or to COVID-19 relief. We have passed $8,000 on Black Lives Matter. We're at $8,668, and on COVID relief, we're at $7,486. Thank you so much for your donations. It's going to be massively helpful.
That's an insane amount of money already. I can't believe it. Thank you guys so much. Now, I've decided to do something. I'm going to try this real quick. This is the worst thing to ever happen to Bloodborne speedrunning right here. But I'm going to try it right now. Basically, if I can get it within 2 minutes... Oh my god, don't get hit there. If I can get within 2 minutes, it'll be faster than going around the long way. So I'm trying to get this wolf to grab me at a certain time, at a certain place. And the reason that I'm doing that is because, like I said, it'll be faster. I'm trying to get him to push me through that gate. Oh, but he doesn't want to do that. He doesn't want to do that right at all. You see you see what he does? This wolf is actually programmed to do nothing. I mean that seriously. There's a 20% chance that this wolf just looks at you and scurries. Look at him. Apparently, in the Japanese code, it says that the player will have to be very lucky for that to happen. But I'm basically the luckiest person on the planet because he does it for me all the time. We got the skip though. He pushed me through, and this allows us to access Forbidden Woods a lot earlier than we should be able to. You can do that skip at the first part of the game. And you're going to see that the back way... Oh, wait. I'm going the wrong way. I just wanted to show you guys... I'm literally going the wrong way. I just wanted to show you guys these long, hard wooden ladders. I mean, they're twin ladders here that are absolute amazing... examples of engineering here. I mean, look at how tall these things are. It's absolutely gorgeous. It wouldn't be a HeyZeus stream if I didn't call out these beautiful ladders. Let's
Shout
go
out
to the
chat
clinic.
for spamming ladders. Great work.
Ladder spam, it's basically my lifeblood. If I go a day without ladder spam, I'm just miserable. I was actually in a little bit of a bad mood before because yesterday there was no ladder spam in my channel and I had to chew everybody out, but today you can see that they learned their lesson and things are going much better. All we've got to do is go onto the right here. There's two things we need. There's the Cainhurst summons and an umbilical cord. The Cainhurst summons is going to allow us to access an optional level of the game called Cainhurst and do an optional boss, which is absolutely amazing. The umbilical cord is basically going to do the same thing. But the thing is, we need 3 umbilical cords. We need to destroy 3 of them to trigger the final boss of the game. So we have to go around and make sure we get these items so we can trigger every single boss. Now, the thing about getting a couple of the umbilical cords is actually kind of brutal, because we just have to hit this woman who's on this table right here, take the umbilical from her, and get the hell out of here. Like it never happened. Hit me with some more donations.
We have $25 from Jared Colburn, $50 from our own Chris Pereira, and $25 from our own Will Fulton. And then $15 from Randy Pratama. I hope that I pronounced that right. Thank you so much for donating, everyone. We really, really appreciate it. Both Bitly links are below. One's for Black Lives Matter. The other one is for COVID relief. Thank you so much. Please share the stream if you can't donate. If you can, please do.
So you saw
our editor.
Go ahead.
Our editor-in-chief's son, Sebastian, has a question for you. How many hours or how long did it take you to get good at this game?
Well, see, you can always get better. So even by my own definition right now, I wouldn't even classify myself as good or as good as I could be, because I sort of like have semi-retired from serious speedrunning. And I used to practice save files every single day, and I don't really do that anymore. I used to, believe it or not, be a better player than I am right now. But how long did it take me to get good? When I first started playing Bloodborne, I did 3 weeks, or about 2.5, 3 weeks of save file practice just on the bosses, doing the bosses over and over and over and over and again, until I could beat them consistently and repeatedly. That was about 2.5 to 3 weeks, like I said. And once I started a speed run after that, my first speed run was about 2 hours and a couple minutes. I think it was maybe 2 hours, 5 minutes, something like that. And then over the course of like the next year, I got it down like 40, 50 minutes or so beyond that. And it's the whole speedrunning and Bloodborne community eventually comes up with new strats, and you always have to learn new things. So it's always a process. It's always a process. But it took me about, I would say, 2.5, 3 weeks to get decent at the game, and then months and months and months and months to get actually good. And I've lost it.
You better start practicing, Sebastian.
Practice is the key with anything in life. If you don't practice, you're not doing it right. Now we're in the upper Cathedral ward. Oh my god, please do not kill me. Sometimes these guys just troll you and they refuse to let you go. But we managed to scrape on by, thankfully. There are 2 bosses in this area, basically. The first one is going to be kind of a joke. I say that and I'm probably going to die because of that. I just jinxed myself, unfortunately. But what are you going to do? This guy up here is blocking our way. If he points, we can get past him. Oh, never mind. Okay. Okay. He can still hit me through the wall. He doesn't, though. Now, I switched to a Kirk hammer here just so I can perform what's called the orphanage key skip. I'm going to jump, hit this brain sucker through the wall, charge, charge again, and charge one more time. And the orphanage key, as you see right there, is going to magically get teleported through that door into my pocket, so we don't have to go all the way around the other side. That saves about 45 seconds just by doing that. A very handy little trick. You could also do the first part of that skip with the threaded cane, so give it a try if you've never done that before. It's pretty easy to do. This is the orphanage key. This is the door that we are opening with the key, I should say. Go around to the left. We're going to make a quick right. Let's make sure I have... Yes, I do have my Beast Blood pellets on. I'm going to switch to the longhand version of this weapon. The way this boss fight works is there's one real boss, and then there's a lot of minions that look exactly like the real one. So we're going to kill all the minions first. Because believe it or not, these guys are small, but like everything in New Game Plus 6, they can kill you quick. Way too quick, actually. So we're going to try to get him to go here. We're going to hit him a few times. I'm going to hit him one more time. He's going to transform. I'm going to try to get back him. Wow. I was just a split second too late. Missed the transform opportunity. This is actually dangerous now. I jinxed myself before, remember? Remember, I jinxed myself. How are we going to go about this? Let's see. You know what? There's something we could do. There's something we could do. I've been saving this, so let's use it now. Oh, God. Let's get behind the pillar first. Let's get behind the pillar first. Let's hit him with a cannon. Easy peasy. How is Bloodborne not the best game ever made? I mean, you literally can have a cannon strapped to your arm. I love this game. I love this game. One more boss to go. Just down this elevator is Ebrietas. Now, Ebrietas was probably one of the toughest bosses for me on the first playthrough. Not the toughest, but definitely one of them. She's a giant boss, and giant bosses are tricky to get the hang of. And she doesn't exactly have limbs like other bosses. She has noodles. And you're going to find that noodles are actually really, really strong weapons. So we're going to attack the noodles and try to cut them off. I attacked a little bit too much, unfortunately. One attack too many means I staggered her before I was doing any damage. And now the fight is going to be a lot sketchier because of that. She put her head down, which will allow me to get a headshot or two. We want as many headshots as possible against this boss. Under the noodles, we're sweeping. Try to get some headshots. If we can get a stagger, that would be key. She's laying her head down. Come on, one more hit. And we got the stagger. Let's go for the visceral. Watch how sick this is. And let's jump and kill. Sliced her in half. An easy fight. and let's go back. Hit me with some more donations.
We have $10 to Black Lives Matter from Peter Liana. Thank you so much. Anders Golzmarsvik, $25. Alessandro Barbosa, our very own, $25. Same for Chastity Vicencio, $25. Thank you so much for your donations, everyone. Links are at the bottom of the video, as you can tell. Please hit them up and donate to COVID relief efforts. Money going straight to healthcare workers fighting on the front line against COVID. And then the other one is for BLM, is for Black Lives Matters, supporting our brothers and sisters impacted by systemic racism.
Thanks so much, Tamoor. We're going right into the DLC right now. Although I'm going to be upfront with you, we're not doing the DLC bosses right now. I want to get rid of the other optional content bosses until we go into the DLC. But what we can do is run through, pick up the items that we need to do, and then once we get to the safe lamp right before Ludwig, one of my favorite bosses, I will warp out. We'll go take care of the Witch of Hemwick and then Ligarius right after that. So we got a little bit of running to do. If you guys have any questions for me or anything you want to say, feel free to hit me with them.
We've got a donation of $100 from Tommy Sebo towards Black Lives Matter, so thank you, Tommy. I guess I have a question. How many hours do you estimate that you've now played this game in total?
It's getting close to 5,000 hours now. Still in the upper 4,000s, but I've pretty much done everything that you can do in this game multiple times, and I'm not even exaggerating. I've played the game with every single weapon. I've played the game. I've done a dual-wielding gun run. I had the world's first no-hit run in Bloodborne. I've done every single speed run, even speed run categories that don't exist. I've sped run the game from New Game to New Game plus 6 in one sitting. I've done 24 hours of Bloodborne. I actually just did a run that was really cool. I called it the Hunter Doppelganger run, where I went through the game, and every time I fought every single hunter in the game with their outfits and with their weapons and hunter's tools that they use. And I did that for the bosses as well. That was one of my favorite runs that I've ever done. So that's where 4,800 hours will get you. You got to come up with creative ways to make the game fun. And the thing about Bloodborne is that it kind of is easy, because there's so much in this game that you can do that alters the gameplay, that alters the... That guy has never kicked me before. that guy is... What is this? This is what I'm talking about. This game is amazing. That guy has never front kicked me before in my life. He blocked me, just front kicked me, and he was like, get the hell out of here. I love it. Now, on a speed run, something like that is going to make me incredibly angry. But I've learned to shy away from doing as many speed runs, because this game's so enjoyable when you stop and smell the roses, or the tomb mold, so to speak.
We have a question from Gunshu Riot here. It says, do you fully understand the lore, or are there still parts of this game that are still very much a mystery?
I am a lore master. I have a PhD in Bloodborneology. I am the foremost authority on everything concerning the doll is evil. Don't trust the doll if you're out there. Trust me, she is evil. I love the lore in this game. And I make it my mission to let the world and everyone in the world know that they have been lied to by this seemingly nice entity that has nothing to gain but her own whims. I said I wasn't going to do the DLC, but we're here. We're doing it. Surprise. Now you see I'm focusing on the same side, and we get the stagger, and we're spamming the hits after the stagger. Got a headshot, but was able to roll through. He's charging. That's a one shot. You gotta get away from that. He smacked me. I gotta get away. We gotta heal. He's going for the ectoplasm, so we're going over to his other side, and we're gonna spam that a couple times. He hit me with his head, and I might die here. Yeah, you see that? I got stuck. I knew it as soon as it was gonna happen, man. I got stuck in between the column right there, unfortunately. Unfortunately. It happens, though. Sometimes you just get into a bad spot and a bad positioning, and if you don't realize it early enough, it's gonna kill you no matter what. I didn't realize I was getting stuck, and I tried to move to the left, but I wasn't moving to the left, so that's what happens. We gotta run back all the way this air. See, that was a total mistake on my part, because I wanted to get that lamp so this wouldn't happen. But I was talking, and one thing that happens when I talk is that I forget to worry about what's happening on the game. I'm more concerned with the words coming out of my mouth than the giant demon that's trying to cut my head off. And I've got to reprioritize my thoughts there sometimes. Any more donations while we do a quick run back?
We do. We have $25 from our very own Matthew Paget, who recently played the game on a stream with Jake and has become obsessed with it. So Bloodborne captures another mind. Awesome. Phil Hornshaw, another one of our own staff members, $25. Thank you so much. And then we have AP Aldred for $10. Thank you so much. That's for Black Lives Matter. And then for COVID relief, we have Nyarla Thotep. $20 says blood for the blood god, keep being awesome, Zeus. Thank you so much to everyone that has donated. Huge shout out to the community in Zeus's chat. Everyone's being super supportive, and a lot of newcomers to this stream are being welcomed very warmly. Thank you so much. And to everyone in the GameSpot chat who is joining in and having a great time with us. Thank you so much.
You guys are being absolutely awesome. Thank you so much. Let's get this blue alert. Is it going to go out? Is it going to go out? It does go out. Okay. I knew it was going to go out. Hold on. This is a very sketchy area here. Don't kill me. If he hits me one more time, I'm dead. Luckily, we're not. Whew. I wasn't kidding when I said it. You could die around every corner in this game. Especially on Max New Game. Especially on Max New Game. Now we're gonna go right instead of left and get the lamp, so if we die, we don't have to do this again. I did have a plan, like I said, and I didn't stick to the plan, and it cost me some time. If you make a plan, you gotta stick to it. I always do that to myself. I set out a course, and halfway through, I'm just like, we'll just do it this way, and it never works out that way. Never works out. So we're gonna go back. How many, let's get some more Beast Blood pellets real quick. Just for later. And we're gonna go to Witch of Hemwick and Ligarius. So we need to go to the Grand Cathedral for that one. The Witch of Hemwick lies, some people don't find Hemwick on their first playthrough. It's right to the right of the Grand Cathedral. And it's kind of really easy to miss, even though it's just right there. But it's one of my favorite areas in the game. It's haunting, it's harrowing. The boss at the end of it, I'm not gonna lie to you, isn't one of the best bosses in the game. It's one of those mechanic bosses, probably one of the easier ones. However, excuse me, on New Game Plus 6, she becomes a little bit more difficult. Because they have these grab attacks that lock you in place. And she summons entities called Mad Ones, which what happens is she'll lock you in. 2 or 3 Mad Ones will come over, spam you with devastating attacks, and then the other witch will appear out of nowhere and just give you this explosion arcane attack that'll just destroy all of your health. So it's rare for that to happen, but it is something that can happen. So you got to be careful, especially since the fight takes a lot longer than most people are accustomed to on regular old New Game. We've got to meander through all these dogs with spikes in them. It will take a little bit of a way to get there. That guy right there, the guy with the red spawn, that's the Mad One. You're going to see a lot of them in the upcoming boss fight. Hopefully, okay. So sometimes when you're at a door, enemies can actually put themselves in front of you while you're opening it. That's what happened right there. It can get pretty dangerous, but luckily we were able to get on through. Don't speak too soon. Alright, we're through. Almost got hit though. Jeez, I'm still getting chased. I am still getting chased. That's rare. We got this troll up ahead. Just roll through while someone up top throws a molly at you. This is evidence of, like, good pathing. This is what I've learned over the course of years. If you take slight path adjustments and go the wrong way, something like that molly will hit you in the face, give the troll enough time to turn around and jump at you, and very quickly leads to a death. So it's very important to know your route and stick to it. Any more donations in the next 30 seconds before we get to the boss?
We have $25 from Andrew Franges, hope I pronounced that right, and then $25 from Dan Christensen, and then those are for Black Lives Matter, and then we have one from Michael Fazalko, I think that is, $25, and he says, what a legend. A lot of people in chat and a lot of people on Twitter are really, really enjoying your commentary and your play, Zeus, so thank you so much.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. I love playing this game. Even though I play it so much, when I do stuff like this, it just makes me realize just how great of a game it is. And I'm glad to be one of those guys that can just teach people about Bloodborne and show it off, because as much recognition as this game gets, I still feel like it deserves even more. I really believe this is the best game ever made. Gameplay-wise, anyway. And then everything else added to it just makes it even that much better.
Agreed.
Booty slap! We got it. We're going to take a visceral. She's going to step up, and we're going to get some more damage on her. All right, halfway. That's actually really good. That's really good. Now, you see only one boss bar there. That was... I wasn't trying to jump there. Let's do the same thing. Booty slap, take the visceral. She teleported away. There's only one boss bar, but that doesn't mean there's only one boss. After a certain part of the fight, you'll see another boss bar appear. And you can see that these witches are invisible until you are actually very close to them, which makes it really hard to find where they are. So you end up meandering around the entire room, and this is what I mean with those mad ones. They find perfect moments to come over to you just to wreck your day. I found her, and at just the right moment, she transports away. But luckily, I was able to be right there. Take that. Take the visceral. Now, you see I did no damage to this one. No damage. And that's because the boss bar hasn't appeared yet. This one, you'll see damage. And we killed it. Now, there's only one left. But the trick here, you know, I'm going to kill this one. I don't like its location. Oh, there's the grab attack right there. Can't get hit by that. I gotta get out of here. I gotta play it safe. I don't want to die to this and have to do it again. There's the grab attack again. And again. Bam. We got it. All right. Now, before we picked up the Cainhurst summons in the clinic, remember? We're going to take that summons and come right on down here and trigger a special cutscene that is going to allow us to get to a new part of the game. It's going to be right here. Let's go through. Any more donations?
Absolutely. The chat says I sound bored, but I'm not. So I'm going to be a little more animated with these ones. $50 from Erica M. Thank you so much. And then $10 from Connor Brown. Much appreciated for those donations. We are raising money for Black Lives Matter. You can see the bit.ly link below. And we are also raising money to support healthcare workers battling COVID-19 relief efforts. The other link for that is also in the bottom of the video. Please donate generously if you can. If you can't, go out there and share the stream. Let's get more people watching the actual gameplay that Zeus is doing for us, and get more people interested in Bloodborne at the same time.
Who called you out for sounding boring? I'll ban
I'm not gonna name it. I'm honestly entranced and soothed by your gameplay and your commentary. This is what happened. You're my ASMR, so this is why I sound unanimated.
Thanks so much, dude. You hear all those cry... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, quite a few people in the chat want to know, at least in the GameSpot chat, want to know your thoughts on Elden Ring.
My thought, I want it, whatever it is. There's
not a whole
only
lot to
been
talk
the
about.
there's only been the original teaser that they released, which looks great. Look, I'm a Miyazaki fanboy. I've literally been playing these games since 2009 on Demon Souls. I put a few thousand hours in a Demon Souls, a few thousand hours in a Dark Souls. Not as much in a Dark Souls 2 because I had to get a job at that point. But I love these games, and I cannot wait for the next game that Miyazaki's working on. And adding George R.R. Martin to it, I think is going to be really cool because I think it's going to bring a lot of people into the genre that might have been hesitant beforehand because of the name that he carries. And it'll give him something to work on besides Game of Thrones, which he clearly doesn't want to work on anyway. But I cannot wait for Elden Ring, whatever it is. I firmly believe that Miyazaki is an artist, and he should just be making the games that he wants to make, and I just want to play them because I've been nothing but happy with his products since he's been a director.
Sure.
Now we just climbed through all of Cainhurst Castle. And you can see how gorgeous this is as we get onto the rooftops. We're just going to do a little bit of patented From Software platforming, which is one of the things that I really still love about this game. It's simple, but like the platforming, if you make the wrong move, you pretty much die, which is kind of like reality. It makes a lot of sense, and I love when you understand the pathing and you understand where you're going, how you can speed it up and make it look really cool. We're gonna eat a Beast Blood pellet, trick our weapon through the loading screen, and go fight Martyr Ligarius. This guy is no joke as well. We're gonna hit him with a series of 2 attacks in first phase. Well, 2 if we can hit 2. You can see that he is casting arcane magic at us, and we cannot get hit by that. We also have to be very careful that he doesn't do that attack he just did. I was able to hit him out of it, thankfully. This is an AoE, we have to backstab him here, and we did. We get the visceral. Now this is phase 2 right here. His attacks will be much stronger. Much more eclectic. Wow, I missed the parry on that. My mistake. I was a little bit too quick. A little bit too antsy. Let's try to bait him. No, we couldn't get him to do the second one there. Oh, my pellet ran out. No big deal. No big deal. Let's go in. Swoop for a couple. He is so aggressive in phase 2. You really have to be careful. Swipe him on the backside. I went for 1 extra attack. I probably didn't need to. Just a little bit late. Let's go for this. And we hit him out of the sky. That's how you kill a boss. Let's take the lamp and get home. Hit me with some more donations.
Absolutely. We've got $13 from Benny Louise towards COVID relief efforts. And Benny Louise says, when I grow up, I wish to be Zeus in Bloodborne. We got $100 from Kaiju Syndrome towards COVID relief efforts. Thank you so much. And then for Black Lives Matter, we've got $25 for Matthew Eaton. And then $20 from Paul Hand. I'm just going to double check the total. We're at 9,287, it looks like, for Black Lives Matter, and then 7,644 towards COVID relief efforts. Thank you so much to everyone that has donated. It's super appreciated. Both donation links are at the bottom of your screens. You can also find them in chat and on GameSpot website if you need to. Yeah, thank you so much.
That is unbelievable to me that we've been able to raise that amount of money so quickly. You guys are being awesome. I did forget to do one thing on my trip up. Good thing I remembered too, because if I hadn't, we wouldn't have been able to trigger the final boss later on. So what we got to do is go back we got to go to an area called the Abandoned Workshop, and we got to pick up an umbilical cord from there. I mentioned that I needed 3. We only have gotten 2 so far. So one of them that we've gotten has been from Wet Nurse, or from Murgo, more specifically, Murgo's Wet Nurse. And the other was from that lady on the table. So right through this door is basically a carbon copy of the Hunter's Dream, but in reality, the Hunter's Dream is a copy of the abandoned old workshop. You notice the difference? We get a nice look at the blood moon off in the background right there, and we're going to take this umbilical cord and immediately destroy it because it has no business being in this world. And I also don't want to forget. Light this lamp, and we're going to head back. Now we get to go and do the DLC. I failed the first Ludwig fight, but this time we'll try to be a little bit better, a little bit faster. Need to drink some water. Hold on. Let's go up the left side right here to the Hunter's gravestone and warp to the Nightmare Church. Now, Ludwig is one of those fights that he's really difficult, but he's even more difficult on like challenges like Blood Level 4 or New Game Plus 6 because his health pool is so much higher than on regular New Game. Honestly, I feel on regular New Game, he doesn't have enough health. Kind of like Pontiff Sullivan from Dark Souls 3. You just can parry Sullivan a couple times and then his phase starts and he sort of stands still and you can kill him kind of quickly. But if you do a Soul Level 1 challenge, Pontiff is no joke. And it's kind of the same with Ludwig. I thought that I was good at the game years ago, before I did Blood Level 4 for the first time. And I got on to Ludwig, and man, I didn't even finish the fight that day, which had never happened to me before. That's how hard he was for me. Let's go to the left over here so it doesn't bite my head off. Just missed that hit. We're going to go under here. I'm in a bad spot. Okay, I was able to actually get out of that. That was a terrible spot to be in. We got the headshot. Let's get the visceral right to his face, or one of his faces, I should say. Go for a jump. Oh, but we just missed. Oh my God, he tried to kill me. He almost did. All right, he's giving me the fight here. Bam. Wait, not enough damage? A kill shot? No way! Are you kidding me? My Beast Blood pellet ran out. Unbelievable. But there it is. Phase 2 of the fight. He's got a big giant Moonlight Blade sword and he's not afraid to use it. Double backstep, and we're just right outside his range. This is one of my favorite parts of the game right here. Sit back and enjoy it. He almost killed me. Let's take that visceral. Let's make the music louder. We're just gonna let him do his thing for a minute here. And he's done. It's worth turning the music up for that fight. Yeah. It really is. It's just such a good one.
I was gonna say the absolute flex of picking it up mid-boss fight. I was gonna say something, but I didn't want to.
I got chills watching that, so I'm sure everyone else is feeling similar.
I'm glad you guys liked it. I absolutely adore that fight. And like I said, when I learned, I always thought he was like kind of too easy because I was a speedrunner and only speedrunning him in New Game. He forced me to respect him. And that's what I love about him. I'll never trash him again because that boss is absolutely no joke. And it's just gorgeous. It's just absolutely gorgeous. But right after him, we have the research hall, which might be one of the most scary places in the game if you think about what's going on. All these patients have been experimented on with various different versions of blood and chemicals to alter their form. And the doctors that are taking care of them don't seem to care about them one bit. And if you just think about the people pleading out and screaming here, it's absolutely... It's just atrocious and horrific, really. And Bloodborne is a horror game. It might not be like the jump scare, Michael Myers or Alien Resurrection kind of game, but what goes on in this game is the definition of horror. It is horrible. If this was reality, it would be absolutely terrifying. Got any more donations before the next boss?
We do. We have $10 towards COVID relief efforts from Dan Beck, who says, thanks GameSpot for all you guys do, and thank you Jesus for the run. Dan Beck also donated $10 towards Black Lives Matter. Thank you so much, Dan, for the double donation. And then Michael Hawley has donated $100 towards Black Lives Matter. Thank you so much for all the donations. We're creeping up on 10K for Black Lives Matter. We are currently at 9,393. And then 7,654 for COVID relief efforts. Every penny, every dollar goes directly towards both causes and will be massively helpful. So thank you. Please donate if you can and share if you can't.
You guys are absolutely killing it. I keep saying that, but it keeps being true. Thank you so much. We have living failures coming up, which these are the product of all the experiments that have gone on in the research hall. And quite frankly, the experiment failed because this is not what they were looking for. So all those people basically got tested on for absolutely nothing. We got a quick backstab on the guy. Go for another charge. Avoid that. You do not want to get hit by it. Now, the key to this fight is going to be killing them before they kill us. Which seems simple, but the truth is there's a lot of potential for them to spawn too many. And if you have 3 or 4 of them attacking you at the same time, like you're starting to see here, it becomes a terribly difficult fight. Pretty much 2 shots this entire fight. If I get hit, I cannot get hit again. Maybe if I'm lucky, if I don't take any counter hit damage, it'll be 3, but these guys wallop you. They got a lot of leverage in that lanky arm. Now this is one of the coolest things in the game though. I'm actually just gonna stand still and let you guys appreciate it for a second. And then go right behind, grab the booty, and hit a visceral. Nearly 2/3 done. I'm gonna go to the single instead of the grouping of 2. They're following me though. We've got to be careful. Gotta be careful. Do not want to get caught here. I saw that second one was attacking. They can't, remember they can hit me through each other. They don't have collision. So I gotta be very careful when one comes right in from behind. I was gonna fully charge that backstab, but I saw the other guy coming and I decided to leave. Oh man. I didn't even see that arcane magic come crying towards me. That's dangerous. But I was able to get a double shot with both of them and got a quick kill. Very nice. Let's light this lamp just in case for safety. Actually, you know what we'll do? Since I have only 9 blood vials, we're gonna go and get an item we need to get one of the last DLC bosses, Laurence. So we'll go back to the Hunter's Dream, get some blood vials, go to the research hall, do a little short skip with an elevator to get us quickly down to the bottom, which gets us the item we need. We'll warp back, and then we'll go do Maria. So hit me with a few donations.
Absolutely. We got $40 from our very own Ashley O towards COVID relief efforts. Thank you so much, Ashley, and thank you for your hard work in supporting our stream. We got $10 from Eric Tay, who is a mastermind in keeping all this stream stuff running. Thank you. He says he wanted to express his appreciation for turning up the boss music during the Ludwig fight. And then we got one $25 donation from Inigo Montoya, who didn't leave a comment, but I think if we go with something like, my name is Inigo Montoya, you killed my father, Gascoigne, prepare to die.
That works, definitely.
Thank you so much to everyone donating.
All right. This is what I was talking about before. Back to the research hall. If you notice, I did send this elevator back down as soon as I got here. We're going to wait till the elevator goes up to that point, jump onto the statue's head, roll off, lock on, dash back, drop down, and pick up Laurence's skull. And then we'll use a bold hunter's mark as soon as we can find it, and we're back. Now, we're going to go, we're going back to the dream. And then we're going to go back to Lumen Flower Gardens and the Astral Clock Tower to face Lady Maria, who's, according to many people, one of the best bosses in the game, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. I said before that Orphan of Kos is my favorite, but Maria definitely is up there. She's got a lot of different attacks. She's got blood magic. She's got fire magic. And she combines them both in a beautiful way. A beautiful way. And you're going to see that right here. Now, in first phase, she's not going to have any of that blood or fire magic. She's going to do a power-up to phase 2. She's going to get blood magic, and then a power-up to phase 3 and get the fire as well. And during second and third phase, I have to be extremely careful, because she has a ton, I mean a ton, of damage. Now, watch how she moves. You see that burst of smoke? We're gonna mimic her and make this fight really good. We're gonna use the art of quickening through the old hunter's bone to look exactly like how she moves. Now, with Maria and with Gehrman as well, they have this ability as an innate ability. It's something that's a part of them. They don't need to use the bone, they just have it. Unfortunately, the player character in the game is actually relatively weak to everything else that has been in the nightmare for a long, long time. So we have to use special tools to make up for it. Whereas Maria and Gehrman, they've got that ability right off the bat. Let's use the bone again. Get some blood bullets. That's dangerous. Extremely dangerous. You know what? I think I know how she's gonna move, and I do. Preempted the parry attempt, got the visceral, and she's gonna transform to phase 2 now. We're gonna spam her as much as I can. Back just outside of the range, go right in. We got 2 attacks. Got a few more, actually. There's the charge that I'm talking about. Gotta go behind. Oh, just missed the booty slap. Take 2 attacks. Now it's time for phase 3. A rush of blood. Disgusting. Engorging. But I'm the blood god after all. I'm dead. Wow. I didn't expect to get a hit there. I didn't expect to get a hit there. The fire trailed me right behind me. I rolled right into it, and she got me right like that. You see how quick she can kill you. It's no joke. No joke at all. Now, keep in mind, I did that on purpose because I just wanted to show off just how good of a fight she is. I didn't want anybody out there who's new to the game thinking that I was just going to first try everything. So you got to die on purpose to make sure people can still get into the game. That's how I do things. So this time we're going to use a Beast Blood Pellet, stagger her out of her hyper poise, and try to get her down as quick as possible because we do not want to die again. I'll take my blood echoes. Just just because they annoy me. The spot on the floor is actually a pretty big distraction for me, and getting it out of the way helps me focus on the lady who's trying to kill me right here. Wow, I was hoping for some for a stagger there, but I didn't get it. Let's double pump the heal. I feel like a trick attack there. I can probably get... I'm going to go for 3, back step away. Okay, now we're going to go through. Can we get 2? We just missed the second one. It's okay. I feel I know what she's doing. The same thing. She's got to look to her. She's got to look to her. And if you've played the game enough, you know when she's going to do certain attacks. All right. Now it's time for the old Hunter's Bone. Wow. You see how amazing this fight is? She could just hit you so quick. And then if you dodge in the wrong way, see, I dodged too far forward, and the fire trail hit me. But if you dodge at the exact right time, and in the exact right location, you can punish. And here's a full charge. We got to go through, past, get the booty slap. And we did it. We're going to kill her with a visceral. That's how it should have been done the first time. Awesome. Thanks, guys. For killing her, we get the Celestial Dial. We raise it up. And we get to look at a beautiful moment in the game. It's just a gearbox turning, but it's gorgeous. Hit me with some more donations.
We've got $20 towards COVID relief efforts from Born Again Souls. Thank you so much. We've got $500 from executive producer at GameSpot and Civilization addict Chris Beaumont. Thank you so much, Chris. Thomas Smolinski, $25. Nathan Drudick, $20. Every dollar goes to vital causes. You can see both of our links at the bottom of the video or find them in chat. bit.ly/GSBLM to support Black Lives Matter, and then /GS-COVID to support COVID relief efforts. Thank you so much to everyone for watching and for also donating. If you can, please do donate. If you can't, share the stream. Let's get more folks in here watching, because frankly this is an incredible run to watch.
I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Thank you so much. We're in the fishing hamlet right now, but I'm not gonna fight Orphan of Kaz just yet. I'm actually gonna fight Orphan of Kaz last on this run. He's my favorite. To me, he's the true final boss of the game. So we're gonna kill Laurence next, Gehrman, Moon Presence, and then I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of a trick to not end the game and go back and do whatever you want. So let's light this lamp, get back to the dream, and go fight Laurence. This is the best part of the game. I really do feel like it. The DLC in this game is unparalleled. There's 5 bosses, a few different areas, but it's such high quality the entire time. It's often the price of Bloodborne is $20 and the price of the DLC is $20, and you get so much more content in the main game, but the DLC is still worth it because of quality. The bosses are amazing, the lore is amazing, you get so many different weapons, so many different hunter's tools, the dialogue, the level design, it's just all gorgeous. I love it to death. And you might say that I'm biased because of the amount of hours that I put in, and you're right, but it doesn't make it any less true. Oh my god. Dude, I almost got killed right there. That guy rarely hits you in the back. They've got like a sprint forward attack, much like Quickening. I was not expecting that. This door is going to open automatically for us, and an octopus big guy, or an octopus face, whatever you want to call him, is going to try to stop us. He does have an attack that could kill us, but he didn't give it to us there, thankfully. Alright, this boss has a lot of health. I'm going to need to focus up here. A lot of health. We're going to go in. We're going to try to hit his left leg a few times. He's going for a grab, so I'm getting out of there. Getting out of there, go for the same thing. If he hits me at all, you're going to see me heal. And the reason for that is he does insane damage. 2 shots are going to kill me. I might die here. I'm kidding, I would never die there. That's too early in the fight. I made a couple mistakes, though, already. Let's buckle up and get it. There, we got our first stagger, so now we can start focusing on the other side. He's going to go up, I'm going to go forward. He does tag me with an AoE, but I can still get 2 hits while he back swipes. I will full heal. He's going to back up. That's a dangerous attack. We got to get under the arm there. He's already flopping. Okay, this is dangerous. I will heal. If you are fighting Laurence, that triple swipe attack, you have to learn how to dodge that. Because if you're anywhere close to him, he will spam that like it's no tomorrow. Oh, I was going for the headshot. I wanted the visceral. We'll have to try that one more time here. If he gives me that attack again, we'll try it. So this is the attack that I'm talking about. Learn the timing for that. That will make the fight go a lot smoother for you. Trust me. We're going to let him go while I heal it up. I've already used 9 blood vials. This hasn't been a very good fight. I've been very peachy. He's doing this a move. He hit me with fire from way too far. That's a shame. That's a shame. It's okay. You know what? Let's start attacking him. I'm trying to get the head there. I'm trying. It's hard to get the head. Wow, that's a lot of damage. This is dangerous, guys. I might die here. Okay. Oh, that's a grab. I can't. Oh, maybe here. Headshot. Give me the stagger. Let's go. It took a few times, but I finally got it. Just when the Beast Blood pellet runs out, too. Let's take a hit. He's probably going to transform any moment now. Oh, he's giving me a few hits there. He's going to flop over. Now, I call this guy Lieutenant Dan. Why? Because at the start of the movie, he has legs. But by the end of it, he doesn't seem to have any legs. He's also kind of ornery, like Lieutenant Dan, too. Get under that, get under that. I cannot get hit here. If I get hit, I will get trapped. I will die. Under? That was actually a little bit too early. I have to be careful there. He hasn't done any of the super powerful attacks yet, which means he's probably going to start doing them any moment. He does have attacks that can one-shot me. You know what? He's being nice. I'm going to allow him to be nice. I'm not going to spam attacks, though. That was dangerous. Got to stick to the side. Do not get caught in the lava. And I'm just noticing now that my oh god, no. You know what? I thought about dying for entertainment purposes there, but then I thought better of it. We killed him instead. What a great boss fight.
Good. Intense.
That guy's technically a reskin. Remember Cleric Beast at the first boss of the game? But to me, this is a reskin done right. Because all the particle effects and the fire effects and the extra 2 phases that you get with him, he actually has the most combinations of any boss fight in the game. He's got about 50 different variations in his attack sequencing, which to me is just phenomenal. So if you're going to do a reskin, that's the model of what you're going to do. And it's the only boss reskin in the game as well. Now, I did say that I was going to kill Gehrman and Moon Presence before Orphan of Kaz. So let's go and do that. Notice Burial Blade versus Burial Blade. This is Gehrman's weapon. He gives us the helicopter attack to start off, which is a rare attack, very hard to avoid. We're going to parry that and we'll take the visceral there. I'm going to dash forward and hit him with a trick. Knocked him out of the helicopter. That's hyper poise, though. You know what? I want to be able to dodge that. I used the Beast Blood pellet. I can't use the Old Hunter's Bone. I made a mistake. Doesn't matter. We'll switch to our gun, get a parry. Go through, take a trick, stagger him out. Oh, he's bringing out the shotgun. Now, if you notice, that shotgun has a spray pattern to it. He also has another ability. He's got a slug shot, which will actually, if it hits you, will parry you, and he could take a visceral from that. And he doesn't have to have proper timing at all. He just needs to hit you. That's how strong it is. Beast Blood Pellet has run out. He's got moon power now. You see that aura coming from him? He's summoned up power from the moon, and now he cannot be staggered at all. Now we have the old Hunter's Bone. He's summoning up some more moon power, but we gotta back out of here because this is a huge AoE. Don't want to get touched there. Run through. He tried shooting me. Oh, that's a kill shot. You don't want to get hit by that. There's a slug right there. You can tell by how he moves what kind of shot you're going to get. We're going to take that parry if he's going to give it to me. Take the visceral if he's going to give it to me. We're going to go forward, hit him with a trick. Slice him in half. Use some blood billets. Heal ourselves up. Use the old Hunter's Bone. Let's watch this cutscene. We've got a little bit of extra time anyway. That's one of the most beautiful scenes.
Yeah.
As grotesque as it is. And now she's gonna give us strawberries. We don't want strawberries, though. We want blood. She's gonna shake her noodle hair at me because she's angry. She's got a little flair to herself. Oh, and she hits me with the noodles. So let's go for some face shots. I want to be at full health. Let's roll that. I want to get the stagger on her. I want to. It's New Game Plus 6, though. It might be kind of difficult. Slid right under the arm there. I'm pretty sure that connected as a head attack. We just need a few more and we can get it. We got the arm. And we got the head. Now let's see if we get the visceral. Of course we get the visceral. I'll go for a full charge to the other arm. Didn't get the stagger there, so she takes me down to 1 HP. We gotta heal up. Let's see what she does. She smacks me in the face. What is she doing? Oh, she's going for an overhead. But that's nothing for me. The beast is dead. So let's warp back.
Nice.
So if you use a bold hunter's mark at the exact right moment, you can beat the final boss of the game, but still go around in the game wherever you want. It's not until you cross the threshold of the final area again until the doll knocks you over the head with a cinder block, knocking you out, and then she turns you into a giant slug. We'll get there later on, but before, we need to fight Orphan of Kaz. This is by far my favorite boss in all of video games. Hit me with a few more donations. We're going to do a skip, and we're going to quit out right here. So we got some time.
Benny Luis donated again, $16, and said, Lady Maria gave Zeus a hug. Can't wait for Orphan of Kaz. Out of funds for today, but good luck with the donation, lads. Thank you so much, Benny Luis. That means a lot. That was for COVID relief efforts. And for COVID relief efforts, Vincent TV 85 donated $25 and sends a donation in the honor of the best Bloodborne streamer ever, the Blood God Zeus. Thanks for the streams and motivation you bring every day. Thank you, brother. Kieran O'Brien, $20. Orphan of Kaz made me cry. And then for Black Lives Matter, we have $50 from Emma Rage, and then $50 from Charlotte Seymour. We have passed, I believe. Let me just double check. We passed the 10K milestone on Black Lives Matter donations. We're at 10,623, and then 7,775 for COVID relief efforts. Thank you to everyone that is watching and is donating, and thank you to everyone that is chatting away in alongside the play and making it fun for everyone who's new and who is familiar with the game.
I'm stuck.
Oh, no.
I failed the skip. It's okay though. I haven't failed that skip in a long time. We got to do it again. Yeah, nothing to see here. Just breaking the game, and the game is breaking me on account of it. That's how it works.
Bloodborne.
Yep. We'll try it again. Do you have any more donations? Or is that it? Or you have any questions?
Don't have any currently. I will tell you, I will put this to you. You mentioned this briefly earlier, but the frequency of rumors that comes along around Bloodborne returning on PC and PS5. There's been another one today, which is Bloodborne Remaster coming to PC and PS5 soon, developed by Q-Lock and Blue Point Games. Will have better textures and models, better loading times, and more quality of life improvements. 60 FPS, 4K ultra wide support, and coming to Steam. What do you think of that?
I think that I've heard about these rumors every single day of my life for the past 4 years. And I basically, at this point, just need them to be true so people stop asking me about them. I mean it. Every single day. 100 times a day. That's all I hear. And I love Bloodborne. I know why people ask me, but it's just over and over again. Please be making it. Please, so you just end my nightmare, because I can't deal with it anymore. I just need it to be true.
I think we all agree.
All right, he doesn't give me the jump. He goes for the swipe. I'm going to hit him back to back with a couple swipes myself, stagger him, and hit him again. We're going to back off to the side there. He almost swiped me, but I wasn't going to let that happen. Okay, maybe I was going to let it happen. He did hit me a couple times there, and we're healing right in his face, just like I told you I would. I'm not going to back away from a fight. I'm just going to knuckle down and get through it, even if I get hit. Let's see, can I get a full charge backstab here? He backs away! What a legend! You see this guy? There's my orphan bait right there. You use a blood vial, you get him to jump over you. You get the visceral, and you're ready to go. One more booty slap. Ooh, he almost smacked me into oblivion right there. Another swipe through. Quick attack. I got the stagger. If I I gotta get my Discord back on here. Holy hell. I'm very, yeah, my colors are all out of whack. Jesus. That is a little bit disappointing, huh? Just at the final fight. Hold on. I gotta get my Discord is refusing to load right now.
Hey, welcome
There
back.
we are.
Guys, I'm so sorry. My power literally just cut out.
You do not need to apologize. I think that was Bloodborne just being Bloodborne.
They didn't want me to
Not
finish the
surprised.
run. The doll is evil.
It was like Orphan of Cause is getting stomped. This is supposed to be our hardest boss. What can we do? Miyazaki over there with a big red button.
You think it was Miyazaki? It probably what Miyazaki has been ruining my life for years, man.
The moment before it happened, I was like, it's interesting. Miyazaki hasn't attempted to sabotage this at all right now. And then as soon as
so you jinxed it.
I think I jinxed it. I am very sorry. I apologize to everyone that's watching. And at the same time, we had someone just donate, and it was $20 from Jones Mark towards COVID relief, and he said, "Fear the old blood," which is another ominous sign that something was about to happen. But we shouldn't be surprised. This is Bloodborne after all.
And honestly, Bloodborne has a history of like canceling my streams. Like when I do, I'm not even the world's first no-hit run that I got. It literally the game crashed during that run. Like Bloodborne is constantly just trying to ruin my life.
I think if anything, this is consistent with what happens to you, what Bloodborne does to people, and also I think a lot of people in chat are probably just happy that you're back and we get to watch you play a bit more. So no harm, no foul there, as far as we're concerned.
Just give me. I got to reset the sound here. Give me 1 second.
No worries. In the meantime, I'll just let people know that we are raising money. GameSpot Play for All is happening for multiple weeks. We're going throughout June into July, and we're going to be raising money for COVID relief efforts. You can see the bit.ly link at the bottom there, bit.ly/GS-COVID. And we're also raising money for Black Lives Matter, an important charitable cause, much needed right now. And you can donate at bit.ly/GSB-BLM. Any and all you can give is super appreciated. If you can spread the word about it, that would be amazing too. A lot of people have donated their time and kind of skills, as you can see Zeus is doing, to put in on these charity streams. So please do tune in.
It didn't even. The game just put me back as if I hadn't even gone here anyway. What just happened? The nightmare swirls and churns unending, indeed. Oh, we got a jump off and a visceral attack right to start things off. I'm gonna destroy this guy for what he's done to this stream. I'm not having this. Oh, the quick attack. No way. He does not do... Jesus. Oh my god. That combo right there is basically instant death unless you realize what's happening. Get out. Alright, if you're gonna stand still, I'm going to move you. Oh, I might be dead. Over my head, into a visceral. Let's go. This fight's going well. Let's take a heal action. Maybe he'll transform. He doesn't transform. Now let's see if he does it. I am the master Orphan baiter. I bait Orphan better than anybody else. One more. Oh, he hit me off the top of the head. No way. Second phase. We got him down. Visceral. Will it kill? Not quite. We've got more work to do. But now it's over. Easy.
Easy.
I just want to play this cutscene because I love it. We got to kill the final nightmare anyway. This is my favorite cutscene in the whole game.
Beautiful.
And look at those booty shorts. Pants or whatever they are.
Imagine the sweat underneath those.
Returned to the ocean. A bottomless curse. A bottomless sea. Accepting of all that there is and can be.
I love it, man. I love it. Only one thing left to do, and this run is over. All the bosses have been defeated. We just got to get hit with a cinder block from the doll and get turned into a giant baby slug, and we're done. It's been a lot of fun, guys.
Thank you so much. We've got a few final donations. Benny Louise came back and said, we must finish this. Last time, $15.31. Mean Cat, $10. My boomer aunt who loves watching you also wants to donate. She doesn't know how, but here I am to donate for her. That was for COVID relief. Jay Clark, $15 for BLM. Michael Lear, $10 for Black Lives Matter. Grace Polivka, $10, Black Lives Matter. Taylor Koss, great name, $50. Lance Paquette, $25. Thank you, everyone who has donated during the stream. It means the world to all of us, and you're all contributing to two important causes. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone, for donating from me. Thanks for watching. I'm HeyZeusHeresToast. I hope you guys enjoyed this run. I'm glad that I didn't do a full speed run and I could show you the game with a really cool weapon. A really cool weapon in Mac's new game. I hope you guys liked it. Thank you so much for having me
Thank you
on.
so much, Zeus, for coming on and showing off the game being played at its highest. And you've made a few people more interested in the game. You've raised a lot of money. Your skills are impressive. And there's a reason why you're called the Blood God. And I'm glad that we were able to show the world today.
Oh, good.
Me too.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I'm glad you
Thank
guys
you so
liked
much.
it. No, thank you.
All right, that's the end of our stream for today. Come back tomorrow for more. We're gonna have tomorrow. I forgot what day it is. Come back on Monday for more. Yeah, donate to Black Lives Matter and COVID relief efforts if you can. Take care, everyone.
Thanks so much. Have a great day, everyone.